Good morning again, everyone. Well, the last Sunday stroll that I took to record my thoughts for you was certainly a lot more pleasant than today. But it's only rain, and after all, a good bunnet keeps the heat dry, as my father used to say. Now, I mentioned previously my thanks to all those local and indeed national partners who come in and support our schools. Well, I feel it's important to once again add my thanks to so many who are in school, helping ensure that our youngsters are getting a great breadth of education. And you'll hear from Anya and Lorna and Mary in a minute in a little more detail about these experiences. But I'd like to put on record my thanks to Carly Meakin for delivering the drama lessons last week, and to Sheila Stewart, who's back in Tiree today, planning to deliver art from tomorrow. My thanks to Ian Fulton and Ian McLean, the PT Maths and Science, for visiting the Science and Maths staff to ensure all is well and to ensure that the pupils are learning and progressing as they planned. And it's not just Oban staff that are visiting this week to expand on the pupil learning experience. My thanks to Screen Argyll support and for Jen Skinner bringing over our colleague Mary to work with our primary pupils. And also my thanks to Craig Brown and Siobhan Sinnott, who are BBC journalists who were in chatting to our youngsters about a variety of career options in the media and broadcasting areas. And their message led nicely on from the assembly that I held recently, and with the Careers Fair message too. Anyway, enough for me. Here's some more detail from the rest of the management team. Can I wish you all a lovely week ahead. See you all later.
Hello, Seo Naiachgan na Hard Scola in Teachkin Seo. Last Thursday and Friday, Miss Meehan, teacher of drama at Oban High School, came to spend 2 days doing drama workshop with S1 and S2. Go over to our Facebook page to see the video that Miss Meehan put together for us. This week we had 2 visitors from Oban High, Mr Fulton PT Science and Mr McLean PT Maths. They were over to work along with our Science and Maths departments, and Mr Fulton had some valuable face-to-face time with some of our pupils that he teaches online. Over the coming weeks, pupils will be working on their presentation skills during house time. This Thursday it was Claymore's turn. Aidan, Katie Jane and Charlotte shared their knowledge of recycling with the rest of the secondary school. Other visitors in school were Siobhan Sinnott and Craig Brown, journalists who write for BBC Radio Scotland, Times Radio and Scotland on Sunday, amongst others. They had a question and answer session with some of our senior pupils based on a career in journalism. Sinead von Ard Scoil an Teachkin Seo ha mín dóchas gan bí Joe Dhearach Teachkin Acah Ula.
Hello, here's an update on our learning in primary this week. P5 to 7R have been exploring the effects of gravity on Earth and other planets by conducting experiments. They worked in teams to plan and design a parachute that would support an egg and keep it from breaking when dropped from height. Pupils discussed why their designs worked or didn't work, adapted and modified their designs to see whose parachute could stay in the air the longest. A fantastic effort by all. Play is also an important part of our learning. Here you can see our pupils engaged in small world play, where they are using their imagination and literacy skills while playing and communicating with their peers. All of our pupils took part in workshops on Friday afternoon, delivered in partnership with Screen Argyll. We learned about the story of the Moomins and the writer Tove Hansen's life, which was very interesting. We also took part in storytelling workshops where the pupils got involved as different characters to help imagine the story. The Sea Change Festival is taking place this weekend, and children have been issued with a paper programme that shows all the workshops that are going on in the community this weekend. We'd really like to thank Willie McKinnon, our youth worker, who once again led a health and wellbeing active session during our Friday Unyawar. We really appreciate Willie joining us on the last part of the day on a Friday to enhance the experiences that we can offer our pupils. Next week, Tiree Primary is taking part in Maths Week Scotland. There will be lots of different activities around numeracy and maths taking place, one of which is the Sumdog competition, which some pupils have already entered on Friday there. This competition really motivates our pupils to practice their numeracy skills through fun games online. Primary 4 to 7 pupils can access this at home using their login details that should be in their homework diaries.
It's been another busy week in the nursery and we can't wait to share our news. Following our visit to the marts last week and the number of walks in our local environment, the children were overflowing with great imaginary play ideas. Herding sheep was one example of this. Using their imaginary play ideas, the children went on to build their own campfire in the nursery garden and made some fabulous cakes on it, sharing it with each other. Next week, the children want to create a model farm and make some animals. They will be making use of our loose parts resources. We can't wait for next week.